So we've heard from the Siemens perspective on SRCI, and now it's time to hear from PI's own view, if you like. And you might recognize, well, I'm sure you'll recognize our next speaker. He has a strong educational background and knowledge in mechatronics, robotics, and automation, with long-lasting experience in technical support, consulting, and project management. He was one of the instrumental people in the development and management of the SIMATIC robot library at Siemens. He has a double role. Yes, at Siemens, he is product portfolio manager for robotics, but now he is here to talk to you as the working group leader of robot systems at PI International. Güneş Bilgin, welcome. Hi, Güneş. Welcome back, so to say.
Thank you. So, thank you very much. Let me start, if you allow, with one question which is asked very frequently, also last year, not also this year. We have assumed that we will get many details about SRCI here. Why we don't hear so much about SRCI? Let me answer this very easy. It is not about SRCI at this event. At this event, we talk about robotics. You know this. We have talked about this. And this reason, just for expectation, for last year, for this year, for next year also, it is the event of robotics. But of course, we love SRCI. Oh, okay, who's we? We are the working group at PI. And Bertus has shown part of SRCI, part of we in that case. And this is the only one keynote about SRCI, because it's one important, very important topic in this event. Let's start with the question. I have answered one question, now maybe you can answer the other. Second one is, what is it? Okay, some of you have been also last year here and they know the question, they know the answer. Let me ask the same question again, answer it again, because believe me, it's the main question. It's starting with this question, what is SRCI? Many of you, they will say, it's a sensation, it's that standard. Come on. Yeah, it is for us, it is for us a little bit more than a sensation. It is an evolution. I can feel what's going through your mind. Come on, Ganesh. Why? Evolution. Yes. Make it threes. Let me explain you why we see it as evolution. Maybe you will agree with that after that. So, evolution means you change the mentality. Otherwise, it's not an evolution. Yes, we are changing the mentality. So, being open. You are coming from robotics world, so-called, and you know it since years, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. It was what it is, still maybe make it very close. And this is changing by the SRCI, making it open for all. And this is the event also. And second thing is, it reduces interface dramatically. At your machine, everywhere. It doesn't have to be PLC. It can be also LabVIEW. I don't know, do we have expert or LabVIEW? So, MATLAB, Simulink, you can use also. It releases the brakes on growth in the market. What is the biggest bottleneck in the market for the growth of the robot market in that case? Why you cannot sell 30 million of robots and you are selling 3 million? or you sold 3 million or 10 million. So, what is the bottleneck? The bottleneck is the robot experts. Amount of the robot experts. I have to be correct. So, this will change this. You have heard from Jens, or from Siemens in that case, 200,000 customers are using Simatic in that case, as an example. Okay, and you can imagine how many PLC experts, not Simatic, PLC experts existing in the market. Next way paves the way for smart robotics, advanced robotics, smart robotics, intelligent robotics, up to call. So we need also AI, we need also intelligent robotics. But how to do that viable without having SRCI? Question mark. So I can give you answers maybe in the break. Enable startups. We have startups here. We had also last year, and we will have also next year, hopefully. My appeal to startups, check please SRCI again. Maybe it will be also financially good for you, for your cost reduction. The next one is a win, 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 and win, and win, and win. This is only win. Win for all, end customers, OEMs, manufacturers, startups, universities, organizations. There is no loss, there's only win. For all. What do you think? If it's available for all, are you agree? Is it evolution? Or it's just a standard? Again, for us, it's the evolution, what we see in the market, and evolutions usually take time. You cannot evaluate something in 1 year. Therefore, it says taking time. So, we are working since 7 years together on this project. Mr. Schwer, 8 years, 9 years, okay, 9 years. So it takes time, but it's just about to release. You will see also details about this. So let's talk about a little bit about technique also. What is SRCI? Let me explain a little bit more. So SRCI consists of two parts. The first part is on the left side, the client. Maybe call it client. And on the right side, interpreter. Again, on the left side is an example. It doesn't have to be PLC, but I'm in the practice at the moment PLC. So we have a PLC on the left side, a client talking to the robot via a field bus. In our example at the moment, Profinet. So Profinet maybe. And we are sending, or you are sending, or users are sending commands from the PLC to the robot. And what's happening here in robot controller is understanding the commands and generating in runtime a robot code, as if you have written this. It is the same code as if a robot expert has written it. The difference is it is generated in the runtime while you are programming or running a PLC. So, give an example. Which command? Are we talking about that robots are working like that? Just because it's from PLC? No. You will not see any difference. We have given here examples, move in, move direct. But it's also possible to have conveyor tech. Conveyor tech, you know this. Huh? Follow a product on a conveyor. Also possible. Force limiting, searching a product in a bin. Also defined. We are talking about 117 functions, single functions are defined in SRCI, which can be sent from the PLC to robot. So, and in this part, we are differentiating between vendor agnostic part and the specific part. Because SRCI is implemented, it's a very large specification. We have a C++ code written for you, for the vendors, in that case, prepared for you. It's free of charge for all PI members. So you just need to be PI member, and you get this C++ code to use in your development, and to use in your product, so that you just have to implement this orange box where you are expert of. Again, it's open. I may not say open source because you will understand something different if I say open source. The source is open, I would say. We give it to you if you want, free of charge, just only being a PI member. So we call this SRCI SDK. That means we are doing for you to accelerate your development SDK. And this SDK exists of C++ implementation, automated test, and also development consultancy by the SRCI experts. We give you a code, we give you a test, and we support you for your development. It does mean for you, believe me, it's not exactly numbers, but a proven. Normally, we assume, we calculate the development effort of SRCI without having the SDK, around about 3 man year, around about 36 man months. It can be less or more. Just an example. And it reduced the SRCI SDK to round about 14 man months, 1 man year, round about. What we see by your development. I will come to also to robot vendors. And we would like to thank KUKA and also Stäubli recently to be that they are co-creation partner. That means they are using the SRCI SDK as it is in their development. And thank you for that. And we are also in contact to other vendors, robot vendors, willing to use this. But a standard, evolution, a standard can be only real, a real standard if it's used. If nobody uses and PI has defined SRCI as a standard, it's not real. Let's look, is the standard real or not? This is the working group today. So, you can make a picture. The family is getting bigger. So, these are the members are in the working group. That means they have access to everything what we do, what we define. Okay? That's the first thing. The second thing is, who is implementing? Fine, we have so many members in the working group, but what about the implementation? After X years, I don't want to give the X name again, X years we are amazed to be able to show the slide. So many greens. So you see here a dark green and light green. The dark greens are broad release. Right? They are supporting core profile. That means more than 30 function sets. Comau, Siemens, Stäubli, UR, and Escava. And also Jaka and Kawasaki, they are supporting limited at the moment, not the core, but it's coming also soon. I would say December maybe. So in this year, thank you for these green ones firstly, all of you. And also we have blue one, they will be also green, I'm pretty sure about this. ABB, Epson, Fanuc, you have heard today. Ferrino or FRTech from China, KUKA, Mitsubishi, and TM Robot. And I can let you know, many of them this blue, many of them, nearly all or many of them, they will be available next year. And you can imagine after that, you will feel it. It's a real standard. So, I know there's a question here. There's only Siemens as a PLC vendor. Markus, what is the most asked question from the robot vendors? Yes, I've heard this. What about with the PLC vendors? They are here. You can talk to him. Just ask them. We as working group, we love every PLC vendor. We would like to have every PLC vendor is also like robot vendor or startups. Just be part of this journey. Oh, this was my last slide. As you have seen, thank you. And yeah, hope that you have enjoyed the SRCI keynote.
Thank you, Gunesh. Wonderful. Really good. We have 5 minutes left. So, fire away. I'm sure there are lots of questions to Gunesh. Maybe. If not, I have one as a backup. Does anyone have anything for Gunesh? Just raise your hand. They're still thinking. Or they're starting to get hungry. Who knows? Gunesh, it's all looking amazing. Where would you say are the bottlenecks for the ultimate success of SRCI?
Yeah, okay. I mean, 10 years. So after 10 years, we had, in these 10 years or in the last years, we had hundreds of customer conversations. There are some bottlenecks, but the most, after having not every robot vendor, this is one of the biggest bottleneck, I would say. Yeah? After we have everything on every robot vendor and PLC vendors, hopefully, still we have another challenge. The challenge is the skeptic in the market. Skeptic in the market means, does it really work? I mean, we are doing this since 30 years. There are robot experts, PLC experts, they're all happy. And now you come, and we in that case, and say, you can program your robot in a PLC in the same way with the same quality. The skeptic means it cannot work. No. This is the most challenging part, what we need to solve, because it's working, really, believe me.
Okay. Any other questions from the audience at all? Gunesh, what are you doing at lunchtime? Are you ready for questions, in case anyone has any?
Of course.
Then I suggest we wrap it up there, and we have 2 or 3 minutes longer for lunch, and 2 or 3 minutes more to speak with Gunesh. That wraps up our morning. Thank you so much, Gunesh Bilgen. Wonderful.